I worked at Smith College, and one part of the story, just one tiny part of the story, is that they hired me to be an engagement librarian and do wild and crazy things for the students. And so they said, we need you to do an orientation for 600 first-year students. They told me in spring, and they said, you're going to be on stage in front of 600, and you have to do everything yourself, and it has to be wild and crazy. No boring shit about the card catalog. It has to be like crazy. I'm not kidding. So I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay. And I was trying to prove myself for this job that I was up for. I was up for a permanent job. I was only a temporary librarian. So I thought, what can I do to make boring library stuff incredibly amazing and exciting? Well, naturally, I came to the conclusion that the best option would be to write a rap song about the library. So I did that, and I worked on this for like 5 fucking months, and got all these people involved. There were like a team of like 20 people, and sound and all this stuff. And what happened? Well, a week before the scheduled orientation, which had been advertised, and I was approached by my supervisor who said, you can't do the rap. And I said, oh, why not? Because you're white. Because we all know that white people can't rap, especially middle-aged white women. Maybe a middle-aged Eminem, but so I was like, oh shit. And then a bunch of other stuff happened at Smith. That was just the first thing. But that is the one thing that journalists cling to, is like, white middle-aged woman was saved from humiliating herself and calls it racism, you know, like, so Rolling Stone wrote an entire article about it. So she was saved from herself. So after I left Smith, I ended up releasing the rap anyway, but I did, instead of just the librarian parts I had written for the students, I added in plaintiff parts because by then I was suing Smith College. So in this, I'm going to do the rap for you, and the character, I'm going to alternate between librarian and plaintiff. Should I just start? This is the librarian part. I know we're down 1, but we still got 3. Each and every one of them a gem, unique. Each with a certain style that suits your personality, and where you want to go just depends on where you want to be, and you can go to anyone. Doesn't matter what you study, doesn't matter where you're from. It's just a way to deal with the reality you face, whether studying or reading or staring into space. And getting a book, it's not that hard. All you really need is a 1 card. You go in line and you take your pick from the 5 college catalog. Just 1 click to request item. Are we on the same page? Monday through Friday. It only takes a day or 2. The staff ensure that the book you get is the very same book that you request. They put it on a van and they take it for a ride. They bring it to Young and they put it on the side. You two pick up at your leisure, whether for research or pleasure. They're gonna try to make me look like I'm fucked, a user, abuser, a nut or a slut. Try to break me down, drag me through the slumming mud, spit in my eye, make me wanna really die. Wish I had an alibi. To be honest, I am terrified of all the things they're gonna say, even if I'm verified. Lay it on a hook for me to take the bait. Open up a book, my whole life to annotate. I am the woman you see on the screen, sweet, gentle, calm and clean. And I've seen some trouble, and I can be mean, but I've still got a soul, and I'm still a human being. I've got history, I've known real misery. I've had my share of some damn fine ecstasy. I struggle with my mental health as a kid and adult. Notches in my bedpost and lots of notches in my belt. I can't lie, I've got a few skeletons, but holy hell, take a look at those elephants. You think I'm the problem? Assault on intelligence. I object on grounds of relevance. And now let's talk about the woman who has a paper due at midnight. Now it's 3:30 on the day that it's due. Where are you gonna go? What you gonna do? You're gonna go to our site. The one right there, look in the upper right, see the button that's there. The one that says ask us, as in a question. It's full of good answers and suggestions. Just send us an email, we'll hit you back. Just describe the problem and tell us where you're at. Or give us a call, on the phone. We'll be sure to hook you up with someone who knows the answer to any question that you have, but if it's down to the wire and you need help fast, just come on in. We'll walk you through or make an appointment. That's good. This ideology is not what it seems. The end you use to justify being mean. I've watched you engage in debilitating teens, prey upon young adult angst and anxieties. I fight my battles with the best of intentions. Gotta keep going now, I've got their attention. Keep saying all the things they don't want me to mention while they go and living in an alternative dimension. It's not an accident that I'm the one to speak. Always been a little weird, always been a freak. I've struggled hard to heal, always been a squeaky wheel. Detect the artifice, the bullshit, any distance. Now you know what all my foibles and my trauma, but I've got a good heart and I am a good mama. I did nothing to deserve this drama brought upon me solely for my skin color. Special collections are 3 parts, repositories that comprise the heart of the history we all share as women, as sisters, as humans who care. The Sophia Smith collection has a lot of cool beat, months, years, centuries of it. Archives, you know what's there, Smith College stuff, the history of who, when, and where, and the rare books, you know the written word, the name Mortimer. I don't know if you heard, the collection is deep, the collection is wide, from medieval manuscripts to literary archives. Find it all in Young or just go online. Particular, the oral histories are real. Find feminists, people of color, reproductive advocates, women of valor, and the social justice activists. I know some of you think, oh, how very to make a rap song about a library was a little bit ballsy for a middle-aged Mary. Thought it was cringe, but oh, contrary, you have no idea what it took to make me talk to fake my middle-aged neck upon that block. Instead of standing around staring at the clock, I got busy getting honest with myself and with God. Someone had to say it up and spit it out. Probably wouldn't have done it if I had more clout, more money to lose, a much bigger house, a lot more debt, and a lot more self-doubt. And I don't know if I can pull it off with their billions of dollars, the attorney they've got, but I know what I am, I know what I'm not. I'm not your shill, and I can't be bought. I bet you didn't know, no, I bet you didn't figure that the fun stuff here would so absolutely glimmer. We got movies, news, fashion magazines, we got language learning software so you can make the global scene on your lap. Movies people love, indies, drama, stuff you never heard of. Steak is where you go for the holiday flicks. Can it be? Or read about the world in all our magazines. Mother Jones, The Atlantic, Glamour, and Bon Appetit, Rolling Stone, Ebony, Vanity Fair, we even got The New Yorker. And more good news, we got the Washington Post, Philadelphia Inquirer, we really got the most stunning collection from all around the world, from urban cosmopolitan to absolutely rural. Or maybe no news, skip the magazines, maybe comic books or graphic novels. Are you seeing we got plenty of this, plenty of that? Smith Libraries, yeah, it's like that. Because we all know that white people can't rap, especially middle-aged white women. And I don't know if I can pull it off with their billions of dollars, the attorney they've got, but I know what I am, I know what I'm not. I'm not your shill, and I can't be bought. Got plenty of this, plenty of that. Smith Libraries, yeah, it's like that.